So last time I ended when I got the Hitmonlee, and I didn't actually show naming the Hitmonlee. I named it Nazuna or Nazuna, however that's pronounced after a comment. I name all my Pokemon after commenters on my commenters on my other videos. Nazuna said, "Amazing, we need one on Akame ga Kill." I have never fucking seen that show. I know nothing about that show, so there will not be a video on it. I am planning another Yu-Gi-Oh video or whatever you want to or whatever you want, man. Please make more. Also, between episodes, I caught a Seeking in Fuchsia and a Ditto east of Fuchsia to fill up my Pokedex so I could get the leftovers. And their names are Hotel Wi-Fi and Zedfinite. After bro switch teams faster than Kanye. Yeah. And you'll just hope this blows up soon, otherwise we'll have to wait like 10 years for this to suddenly be a meme. Yeah, I hope I get popular soon. I also evolved some of my weaker Pokemon in the box, and it didn't work. I'm at 45 Pokemon. I I need that 50 for the experience share, because it will just make easier if something happens to one of these, and I need to grind them up. Also, when I was training those Pokemon up by Nidoqueen, got some levels, and probably won't be used again, except for in emergencies, till the Elite Four, because 48's a bit high. And I grabbed the Strength HM. Anyway, doing Silph Co in this episode. So, how am I doing, you might ask? And the answer to that is, I'm doing great now. Today, I'm fucking awesome. Uh, that is not something I could have said the past couple. Oh my god, Henry Kissinger almost died. Oh, merciful Jesus. That war criminal's still alive. That's the best fucking Pokemon name. I say it every part, but I am I was so worried about Kissinger. Hmm. So can you kill it, please? Please? Can you kill it, please? Thank you. Thank you. So, what I was going to say before I got interrupted is I've had a terrible, terrible week. I was horribly, horribly sick all week. And I might know what caused it, but I don't want to admit it because it makes me sound dumb. Because I made pizza. I made homemade pizza with like a month old. Because, like, when they give you those pizza sauce bottles at the store, it's way too much sauce. No one needs that much sauce. And I'm going to actually heal up so I don't lose my Pokemon. No one needs that much sauce, so it just sits in your fridge. And then a month later, you're like, yeah, sure, it's fine, I'll do it. So I made the pizza and I ate half of it. And about midnight, like, because I had at 5, I go out and I say, oh, the pizza's still on. I should put it away. But I have a few slices before because I was hungry. And then about 6 a.m., I suddenly vomit. Horribly. Uncontrollable vomit. It is genuinely awful. It is so bad it's tearing out my throat. I don't even make it to the fucking toilet in time. I vomit in the shower and then have to figure out how to clean that up. And just vomiting all day. Have to take a day off work. Use my precious PTO because I'm just horribly sick. And I have told no one except for the internet on what I think caused that. Or it was like a flu or something. I don't know. And the point is, I was. God, my team really sucks against psychic types. Which is bad considering the next gym leader. Yeah. It could have been like an unrelated illness. It was probably that because I was sick for a few more days. Yeah, and that's bad because like I'm working on shit. Um, emergency send the poison type in, I guess. This is a bad place to try and train them at shop. And I need more antidotes. I definitely need more antidotes. I'm gonna buy a bunch of antidotes. Ugh. I got peach berries. Okay. Okay, but the point is, it's... Which one is it that you take? It's this one, right? Wait. Did I already grab it and just blank out? Yeah, I got the card key. Okay. I've done this game so many times, I can do Silph like a breeze. I believe 10 is the one where you can get the healing. Or maybe it's 9. I don't know. Yeah, so what else is going on? President got indicted. Well, former president. You know what I fucking mean. And it's like, it's over the most minor shit he's ever done, but like, man, fuck him. He's done a lot worse. I will settle for like an Al Capone arrested for tax evasion level thing. Because I'm sick of this fucker. Like, whatever. Let's not destroy my comments. Or fuck it. I don't care about destroying my. I make political video essays. Like, my comment section is already kind of destroyed. Whatever. Let's continue fighting scientists. Yes, get your experience, Kissinger. Click, click, click. Actually, wait. Almost. God, I need to buy some. Oh, wait. I'm going to. Oh, I shouldn't have switched to promise. I don't like using my overpowered Nidoqueen. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to lose one of these Pokemon soon. Is this the healing for? Because I need that antidote. Rocket. I don't have good counters for the types that the rockets use. Like I just switched the Venusaur into a flying type because it has bulk at least and it's at full health. But, you know, I need a better team. My team will be evened out a bit when I get, I'm going to use a Lapras that I get in here. Because I need a water type, and it's bulky, and this is a basic bitch-ass team, but, you know, it works. And you see, this is why I wanted that experience. Actually, wait, what the fuck am I doing? Promising is so low. It's fine. Promising, you just earned your right to live. I don't have a good thing for this, but I guess, yeah. And now I can heal up. Good, 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 good. Healing. Precious, delicious healing juice from random bed lady. I think it's only one more level until Machop evolves. Okay, this is risky, but I don't want to risk my other Pokemon either. It's fine. It's fine. If Kissinger can't fight a little poison, Kissinger doesn't deserve to live. There, Kissinger earned the right to live for now. That joke. Okay, what have I watched recently? I watched Alice in Wonderland, because I'm watching a bunch of fucking Disney movies for a video essay that is still months and months and months away. I did not like Alice in Wonderland. It's just a bunch of loosely connected nonsensical bits, some of which are funny, some of which are not. And it lacks any plot at all, which I feel like really drags it down. Like, I feel like I didn't enjoy it. Yeah. What else is going on in my life? So I read the worst book ever, and I'm not gonna name the name of this book because that would be mean. But I read the worst book I've ever read. It was like this self-published detective novel thing, and long story why I ended up having to read this, and it's just bad. It was terrible prose throughout. The dialogue was painfully stilted. The plot was shallow and generic, and all of that is redeemed by having something so fucking stupid that I burst out laughing, like in public with other people, and just had to stop and explain to everyone around. And I've told multiple people since, because this is the best thing in any detective story ever. Like, so the detective lady, she comes across the crime scene, and the victim has been shot in the head, and it's staged to look like a suicide. He's been shot in the right side of the head, and she's clever enough to realize that's suspicious. He was left-handed. That's kind of awkward to, if you're left-handed, shoot yourself in the right side of the head. And I mean, that isn't impossible, but yeah, that's a sign. That's like your Columbo, that's what first got me on your trail. And then you continue the case and you figure it out. Like, I'm not objecting to that. But then, from that, she deduces that because the victim was shot on the right side of the head, clearly the killer is also left-handed. And you may be thinking, wait a minute, that doesn't. Wait, what? That doesn't. The killer could have just been right-handed and standing on the victim's right side. This doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? And that was my reaction. I love that. That's such. It's so fucking good. And like, they discuss it. At one point, they're like, wait a minute. The suspect was using his right hand. But what if he's ambidextrous? What are you talking about? That book was so good. And it's stuff like that makes me more confident in my writing. Okay. And now that I've got a choke, things are going a bit better. And if you're wondering, I've said before, but I use a modified leaf green ROM where trait evolutions happen, level evolutions. I believe Machoke will evolve at 37, which is ways away, but not too far. Okay. Don't take that. And I'm already through my points. I need to write down more points to talk about in these videos. Silph Co is a real kind of weird Pokemon dungeon. That's just this big skyscraper full of teleports. There's really nothing like it in any Pokemon game. And it was a pain in the ass to go through as a kid. Now I've got to memorize, just because I've played this so much. And I've got Sabrina memorized. And I've got the Aqua Base memorized. But if I didn't, this would be a pain in the ass. Also, so Team Rocket has teleport. Well, I guess Silph Co does. Silph Co just has teleporters. Also, I almost lost my promotion there, which that was a bit close. Pulling you back, you can be lead Florida man. I've got plenty of Pokemon set up, and now they're actually of decent level to replace these guys. But I've only lost 2 Pokemon in this run so far, and only one was an actual team member. So it would be cool if I could keep the streak going. Yeah, I don't know. While we're on the topic of murder mysteries, I guess I can pull it up. I'm not going to name a Pokemon after this quite yet. Hold on. I'm gonna scroll up for it. Will Oakle. Murder has to be Edwin Grimace Rice, and he's secretly a vampire or something. I mean, the dark cloak, the government cover-up, the drinking what appeared to be red wine. It has to be. Please, I gotta know. And yes, that was correct. You figured out who the killer in that murder mystery video was. And admittedly, I don't think that's a hard mystery to solve. I actually talked to one of my players, after that video, and he's like, hey, I know who the killer is. The killer was Lady Umber. And if you're wondering who is Lady Umber, she had not been introduced yet at that point in the campaign. And I mean, if she had been, yeah, she'd be a good subject. But it's God, that would be a terrible mystery if it was just a character who had not even been introduced yet. That is worse than, the killer is ambidextrous because there's a bullet on the right side of the head. Or it's worse than, the victim accidentally tripped and threw the dry ice at the sink while it was running water, creating an icicle, because that's how physics work. I wrote a murder mystery when I was in college, and it was a good game, and I enjoy it, and I will stand by it, but there were some parts that look like, that wasn't the best part of a mystery. There's that, and the final part is, I think it's a good twist. The final, piece of evidence, it just, because of the format of the game, it was hard to get it across as, an objection. I'm talking about Smoke and Mirrors. It's a game that I made when I forget what floor I was on. It's a game I made, during my final year of college, and it was a great game. I really enjoyed it. I'd love to make something like that again someday. When I'm done with Day of Apotheosis. Hey, Day of Apotheosis. Encoding overload? Why am I going through an encoding overload? Whatever. Day of Apotheosis. Day of Apotheosis is going to have the second beta out this Saturday. And, being sick really hurt that. But I put in a lot of time and I got it done. And it should be all good. This second beta here's what it adds. It adds in 4 new quests. And I think either 1 or 2. It adds in day 5, which definitely wasn't. It might also have day 4 wasn't other. So it has 2 more days, one of which has like a major quest like on day 1, and it adds in a bunch more quests beyond that. It's really good. I really like this game. Some of the best writing I've done for Day of Apotheosis is in this next update. It's gonna be good. It's out Saturday, and I don't know, play it and give me feedback on it so I know it's good. Yeah. And I need to get that done eventually. I need to get my book done eventually. I don't know if I'll get... Like, I've been doing a chapter a month just to get it done, and I don't know if I'll get this current chapter I'm working on. It's called Danse Macabre. I don't know if I'll get that done by the end of the month because I lost a few days because I was deathly ill. Like, could not get out of bed because I was vomiting. So I was exhausted and had a headache and also could not stop vomiting. I was just terrible. So I should explain that the rest of the mystery from Torchbearers, because I was talking about that a second ago. So basically, yeah, the killer was Grimace. That's not obvious. I would have liked to, because Sean, maybe my favorite person I've ever played Dungeons and Dragons with, is currently killing in my current campaign. Ended that why'd I use dig? Well, because I was just auto-doing thing. Ended that thing before you could have, like, the confrontation where it's like, you're the killer. And because of that, we didn't get the, wahaha, I explained my motives scene. So, like, I'll just do it now. Grimace's thing, and it's kind of implied. You can probably infer a lot of this. Because, like, as the commenter clearly pointed out, that dude was a fucking vampire. Obviously. Yeah. And he's a vampire. He's stuck on was essentially an island, and he's been killing people for years because he's a vampire, got to feed, and people are starting to realize something's up. And that's why he goes after the time crystal, because he's trying to jump back in time to before the Great Flood so he can leave the tower and hunt unabated. But of course, things go wrong when he tries to overload it and travel back in time. He blows himself up. He's injured. He's forced to kill more people to just continue surviving. And oh god, I need an antidote. I need an antidote or to make it to the elevator. Yeah, so that's that. And Remus is trying to travel through time to escape. And the giant robot was sent by the Depths Queen, well, by one of the other pirate lords. That part was really not super clear. It becomes clear later on when they encounter, in a future episode of Torchbearers, where they encounter a guy who has more of those robots, and it starts to be pieced together. But yeah, that's the mystery. And the chronologically for that day is that, and it is mentioned there briefly, that Cicero broke into the mansion trying to steal the crystal and broke it, and that created the time loop. And then the Depths Queen tried to fix it with robots, which is, a sledgehammer instead of a scalpel, so it just makes things worse. And is Silph Co really going to take this? Well, it's a long dungeon. Might be the longest dungeon in the game. Longest in most games. Longer than dungeons in That was nothing. That was nonsense. Okay, but I've read Will Okel's comment, so I need to get Pokemon to justify having read that comment, so I'm just going to do that, and that means we're going to have to fight Blue. Or whatever I named him. So he starts with his Pidgeot. Have I ranted about Pidgeot before? It's Pidgeot, not Pidgeot. It's Pidgeot. What the fuck is a Geot? In the anime, they say fucking Pidgeot. As in a portamo of pigeon and jet. That makes sense. Like, what the fuck is a Geot? I don't know. And like so many people called it Pidgeot that now that's the official name and they use them interchangeably. Like, what? No! Pidgeot. It's spelled terribly. Like, I'll give you that. If there was no O, less people would be confused. But I still think, yeah, it's Pidgeot. Also, hey, Pokemon anime is over. I hadn't watched since, like, Gen 4, so I don't really care about that. But hey, at the end, the Pidgeot finally came back. The MVP, Ash's greatest Pokemon, who we forgot about, finally reunited! Okay. And now hold on, let me double check the actual spelling of Will Okel, the first guy who, the first guy who figured out Grimace. Okay. I misspelled your last name, and I'm not going to fix it. It's fine. It's fine. There isn't that second L I'm now seeing. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We have a new team member. I need to... No, it's after a commenter, so I will fix the spelling between episodes. Ugh, fine. Okay, and I'm now going to move you to the front so we can start training you. I've got a full team of 6 solid Pokemon. This Nuzlocke's going great. Sabrina's gonna kick my fucking ass. But other than that, it's going great. Oh, great. More paralysis. Woo, woo. Oh, and guess what? You're gonna try and confuse me. Oh, no, just Screech. What even is an electric? Like, what's with the, loudness? Oh, no. It's a dumb Pokemon. Oh, I'm just, a circle, and I explode. Promise him. No. Not promising. Not my good puss. My good pussy why am I calling it? I ruined it. I ruined that death by... I don't even know what. But I knew it would happen eventually. Do I go with the Fearow or the Snorlax? Because I've got 2 good options in the box. And this is really cynical, but I need a new good Pokemon to replace Promising. My good Persian. Wrong cat. I can't even get the species right. I sure am respecting this Pokemon I lost. Whatever. I will take out Giovanni. I can take him out this time after... whatever. I'll do it next time. Because it's gone on long enough and I'm out of things to talk about. I'm just going to finish the last of these stragglers. And then next time, I will take out Giovanni. Yeah. Okay. Okay, almost done. What's in here? You're the Thunderwave girl. You're, why are there just some evil Silph? Well, I guess, I don't know, maybe they're just assholes who work at this company who, see it taken over by Yakuza, and they're like, actually, I'm cool with this. I want to kill people. Give me a fucking gun. It's like Die Hard, except if John McClane's wife, I forget what her name is just like, cool, I love robbing. Let's kill people. I hate my boss. I'm glad you killed him. Oh, I'm gonna lose Kissinger too. No, not yet. No, it's too soon. That death needs to be standalone. Okay, good. I think that's the last of them. Well, gotta take out this Voltorb. Okay, and this Magneton, and so I wouldn't use Phison except in emergencies, but it's an emergency, damn it. Fuck you, Jerry, you're dead. Okay. Next time, Giovanni and Sabrina. But first, let's bury a friend. Promising I'm taking away your black glasses so I can use them for someone else. Oh, I didn't show my schedule yet. There's my schedule of upcoming videos. Gonna be a lot of work to get that Homestuck one done in time. I could use... No. Or maybe a Ninetales... No, I'm doing Snorlax. It's the best special wall I got. I need a special wall against Sabrina, plus there's less to, grind it up. Look at that. 77. That's really good. I've got a very bulky team and then an Electrode. And anyway, I'm going to end this video.